As they have every month for much of this year, a group of protesters walked silently around the district before coming to the focus of their ire, the Immigration and Custom Enforcement, or ICE, building that is housed in the office park. It was another Jericho Walk organized by the group Burlington Area Clergy for Justice, which holds these walks every third Tuesday of the month at 1 p.m. to speak out against some of the country's current immigration policies.
And so we've been here, rain or shine, regardless of the weather, to advocate for our undocumented siblings and to let ICE know that we are paying attention and we're vigilant and that we don't approve of the unjust immigration policies that they're carrying out right here in the building behind me.
The number of people participating in the walks has been growing since they began, which helps the mission, and they are always looking for more people to get involved.
Because we can make more of a statement with larger numbers, and the more people you have, the more hopefully ICE will realize that the greater public is paying attention and will get more media attention, such as yourself for being out here. And if someone, was just a bystander and inquired to me about what they could do, I would say join us.
Well, it's so important that we not be cowed by the administration and what's happening in the country, and that we continue to stand up and speak out, because otherwise we will just acquiesce. We'll slowly acquiesce to whatever the administration's policies are, and that will end up hurting many, many more children and many, many more families. And we're all human beings made in God's image, and we all deserve the right to live free and equal lives.
The list of grievances the group has with the country's immigration policies are numerous and include locking up children with their families, taking children from their parents, the so-called Muslim ban, and the overall crackdown on nonviolent, undocumented immigrants in the country. They argue these practices are not only immoral, but un-American.
Now they're detaining children and their parents indefinitely in detention centers, and they're keeping some children here in detention centers and deporting their parents back to their home countries. And so the separation of families and the unjust treatment and the criminalization of these undocumented folks is still ongoing, despite the fact that it's not getting a lot of media attention.
You think about the tent cities that are going up, and more children are being deported without their parents knowing where they are, and more families being incarcerated, and children continuing to be incarcerated for longer and longer periods of time, which is permanently damaging their psyche. And the fact that our government is doing this in our name is just disgusting, and we really have to stop this.
The United States is made up of immigrants. Everyone here migrated from somewhere else. And so for us to be, so abrasive to people coming in and then trying to rudely kick them out like they don't belong, it's really against what America really stands for. And so a lot of people came here because of the freedom. It's really upsetting that we can't see that freedom being embraced anymore. So the same thing about the Muslim ban and all these different bans and this, the immigration policies now in this country. It's just kind of disheartening that we'd be so aggressive or so much against such a religion that's been here for such a long time. It's not like Islam just came here and popped out of nowhere. It's been here for so long. And for us to just neglect all the Muslims who are working, doctors, engineers, physicians, and people who have contributed tremendously to communities and societies in America, to neglect all of that is just, it's really upsetting, really.
At the district, I'm BNEWS Director Rich Hosford.